The biggest government downsizing in nearly a century is happening right now, and it's about to get even more dramatic. While congressional Democrats are having collective temper tantrums on CNN and MSNBC that no one's watching, President Trump and his budget chief, Russell Vought, are using this shutdown as the perfect opportunity to permanently slash the federal bureaucracy like never before. Make sure to stick with me to the very end of this video, because we're going to see how what started out as a routine government shutdown has quickly transformed into the single most aggressive federal workforce reduction in modern American history. And the numbers will shock you. Hey gang, it's me, Dr. Steve, your Patriot Professor. I am back in the studio to help you make sense of the madness as the far left desperately tries to stop the unstoppable rise of a new conservative age that you're making happen all over the world. So if you want a front row seat on how you're changing the world in ways you never even imagined, make sure to smack that bell and subscribe button. Let's dive right in here, gang. You ready for this? As we speak, President Trump has officially eliminated 300,000 federal positions this year alone. That figure comes from Scott Cooper, the director of the Office of Personnel Management. That's nearly 1 in 8 federal civilian workers gone. Now, to put this in perspective, the federal workforce is shrinking from roughly 2.4 million employees in January when Trump was inaugurated to now an estimated 2.1 million by December. It represents the largest single-year decline in civilian federal employment since World War II. And the cuts aren't slowing down. OMB Director Russell Vought told House Republicans on Wednesday that mass layoffs will begin in a day or two. And the key here, as we talked about yesterday, is that these are not temporary furloughs. These are permanent RIF notices. That's reduction in force notices that will eliminate federal jobs forever. Now, one of the most staggering developments in this wave of federal downsizing is the sheer scale of the layoffs already underway. President Trump has overseen the firing of 154,000 federal workers, primarily through DOJ's deferred resignation program. So workers who accepted these voluntary termination deals officially left their positions as of September 30th, marking the largest single-day reduction in the federal workforce in decades. This unprecedented wave of exits has already reshaped entire agencies and sent shockwaves through Washington, D.C., signaling just how serious the Trump administration is about shrinking the size of government. And if you can believe it, this is just the beginning. Take a look at what President Trump just posted on Truth Social. Quote, "I have a meeting today with Russ Vought, he of the Project 2025 fame, to determine which of the many Democrat agencies, most of which are just political scams, he recommends to be cut, and whether or not those cuts will be temporary or permanent." I can't believe the radical left Democrats gave me this unprecedented opportunity. They are not stupid people, so maybe this is their way of wanting to quietly and quickly make America great again. I take issue with you, President Trump. I rarely do, of course, but I do. I think they are ridiculously stupid people. Now, Trump is absolutely right on that. What makes this situation particularly fascinating is how completely the Democrats' strategy has backfired. I mean, to be honest, I frankly have no idea what their strategy actually is. Right now, my working hypothesis is that the Democrats are in such an echo chamber. They're in such an ideological bubble that they still think it's like, 1995. And they think that the legacy media carrying their water, advocating for them 24/7 is going to somehow shift the political momentum in their direction. They actually believe that somehow, some way, the legacy media can sell the American people on the idea that they should be paying for the health care funding for illegal migrants. They appear to actually believe that. And they thought that the media would be successful in doing that, but needless to say, it's just not happening. Only Democrats watch the legacy media, so they're just preaching to the choir. As far as the vast majority of the country is concerned, the Democrats own the shutdown. This is the Schumer shutdown. And ironically, they've handed President Trump exactly what he's always wanted: a legitimate government shutdown to justify massive government cuts. In the end, a number of analysts believe that the federal government, get this, the federal government could be 1 million employees smaller than when Mr. Trump was inaugurated as a result of the shutdown. 1 million employees smaller. That's how dramatic Trump's slashing of the bureaucracy promises to be. And even some Democrats are starting to crack. Representative Jared Golden of Maine became the latest Democrat to break ranks, criticizing far-left groups for demanding Democrats reject any Republican proposal, regardless of consequences. And Golden appears to be one of the few Democrats who recognize the extraordinary power and authority that Trump has just been inadvertently handed by the Democrats. And I'm going to show you exactly how Trump is using that power to permanently reshape the federal government for literally the next century. But obviously, the threat of mass layoffs is creating a tremendous amount of stress for millions of federal employees. And that foregrounds the importance of maintaining our health, especially during uncertain times. And that's where our good friends over at Brightcore come in and their amazing Revive Collagen. Now, I take this stuff every single day, and I got to tell you guys, I love it. If you don't know, collagen is the main structural protein found in skin and other connective tissues, and it's one of the most important building blocks for healthy skin, joints, hair, nails. But, as we age, our natural collagen levels decline. So that's why Brightcore created Revive Collagen, so you can restore and replenish collagen in an easy, convenient powder that mixes right into your favorite drink. No clumps, no bad taste, no hassle. Each serving delivers 5 types of collagen along with hyaluronic acid, biotin, and vitamin C to maximize absorption and results. Gang, seriously, both my wife and I drink Revive every single day, and we absolutely love it. People are noticing smoother skin, stronger hair and nails, and improved mobility and joint comfort. Many also report a natural boost in energy and overall vitality. It's amazing stuff. Revive is all natural, non-GMO, proudly made right here in the USA. It's completely dairy-free, gluten-free, soy-free, so just about anybody can take it. Again, I personally love knowing I'm supporting my joints and appearance in one simple daily step. So if you've been looking for a way to look younger, move easier, and feel better from the inside out, this is it. You can get 25% off your order by going to the link below or go to mybrightcore.com/Turley. Or for the best deal, give my friends at Brightcore a call. If you call them, they're going to give you up to 50% off plus free shipping. They love Turley Talkers, so they can't wait to talk to you. Give them a call at 888-597-0233. That's 888-597-0233. The first 100 callers to order will also get a free collagen sheet mask. I've got one. You're going to love it. Again, that number is 888-597-0233. Now, what both Vogt and Trump understand, and what their critics miss, is that this government shutdown creates unique legal authorities that can be permanently instituted throughout the federal government. So during a shutdown, agencies can permanently eliminate positions that aren't deemed, essential without having to go through all the normal hoops and bureaucratic processes. So what Trump sees here in this Schumer shutdown is the opportunity to permanently restructure the federal government's capacity to implement policies that Trump opposes. In other words, when you eliminate the bureaucrats who write and enforce regulations, you effectively eliminate the regulations themselves. Now, if you've been with this channel for some time, and if not, make sure you smack that bell and subscribe button. But if you've been with this channel for some time, you know that we've often talked about Trump using something called Schedule F classifications to permanently eliminate federal positions, okay? Schedule F classifications. They're the heart of the Heritage Foundation's Project 2025. And Schedule F does to the deep state. It's basically like what Order 66 was to the Jedis for you Star Wars fans. So Order 66 was a top secret order identifying all Jedi as traitors, right, to the Galactic Republic, and therefore they were legitimate targets of elimination. Schedule F functions very much the same way in a bureaucratic sense. It reassigns federal bureaucrats in D.C. as Schedule F employees, which in effect strips away all of their employment protection, thereby enabling the president to fire hundreds of thousands of deep state bureaucrats in one fell swoop. And that is exactly what Trump is doing as we speak. He instituted Schedule F, I believe, back in February for all federal employees. He's reclassified them as Schedule F workers, and he's now in the process of permanently firing as many federal workers as he wishes. And don't think the Supreme Court's going to come to save the Democrats on this one. The court has consistently sided with Trump's expansive claims of executive authority, effectively giving him unprecedented power to reshape the federal workforce. So this represents nothing less than a fundamental shift in the balance of power between the executive branch and federal bureaucracies, a power that has ironically been unleashed inadvertently by the Democrats in the Schumer shutdown. I mean, you couldn't script this better. And so as the shutdown continues, expect Trump and Vote to accelerate their workforce reductions. They've identified hundreds of unnecessary programs for elimination. And with Democrat resistance crumbling, there's little to stop them from achieving their goal of the smallest federal workforce since the 1960s. The irony is delicious. Democrats thought they could use a government shutdown to pressure Trump into accepting their spending priorities. Instead, they've given him the perfect cover to achieve the most dramatic reduction in federal government size and scope in modern American history. Unbelievable. So what do you guys think? You're the ones changing the world. Let me know. Give me your comments down below. And as always, make sure to smack that bell and subscribe button for breaking news and analysis you're not going to hear anywhere else. God bless. All right, gang, that's a wrap. Now, if you want the latest updates and some behind-the-scenes goodies, head on over to turley.pub/news and sign up for our newsletter. Big things are always coming.